Hey, 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 I'm back again. See, one part where you have someone who really knows how to follow up on you. So, shout out to my teammate, the one and only Cecilia. I think you've not mentioned her name here. Cecilia is super effective. Yeah, Cecilia is my EA, by the way, and she keeps my life really organized. And I need to appreciate her in this podcast because she always reminds me. She said, "Please, can you give me one more?" And she does it in the most gentle and threatening way. Like, if not recorded in a while, can you give me one more for the week? We need something. And aside that, for the numerous persons that have reached out to me, I didn't know this podcast is touching lives the least way it's doing. And I want to thank God for that. I want to say, I love you all, and I'm here because you asked me to be here. And I'm here because every single thing I do has an effect on you. I'm here because I can put a smile on your face. I'm here because of your soul. So we all yearn for a heart that is so pure. That is why such a soul is such a handy phrase. What is a soul? Why the soul? Find out on Soul Matters with Ambrose. I want this to be as real as possible. So all the jingle thing, trying to make it all jingle. I'm trying to avoid all that, but I want you to connect and repeat and remember that this is Soul Matters with Ambrose. Usually we're on radio, but now we've been on this podcast for quite a long time. And thanks to all of you who have been listening. My listenership is actually so wild. Not wide. See the African man in me is coming out. so wide that I look at the range of people when I check the aggregate when I have the time. I'm really amazed. I'm really moved. And I want to thank you all for being part of this journey. So yes, what have I been up to? Like the normal catch up. I've been up and about. I've been in the London breadth of the earth. But I'm here for you because I love you all. So today we're going to do something a bit low beat. And I hope by the end of it all, we will be able to come to a place of smile, because that's the essence of all this. To make sure your soul can easily smile at the end of the day. And I'm grateful that we all are here. So, dirt in the dark. Yes, somebody asked me over the week, and it was a friend that reminded me of my dark days. I mean, we all have them, right? But it was one of those days that I never knew the sun was going to shine again. And I wrote this down. So I was going through, after that conversation about people being in the dark and what they do to get out of the dark, I had to go back and look at what I wrote years back to myself. So that in the dark, a speck of soil, a universe of dust, in the cosmic light where shadows from the rust, a single grain, unseen, unheard, unknown, upon the path where the ancient seeds are sown, it holds the memories of fallen leaves. The silent ache of what earth receives, 1,000 lives that rose and fell in grace, imprinted on the unadorned dark space. It asks no question of its lonely state. It simply redesigned its own faith. No sun to find it, no moon to bestow the silver light on what lies down below. And yet, within the void, the truth resides, a potent force that is stillness in hiding. From darkness, life can find a humble start, a fragile bloom from the heart of the great nothingness. In this great ground, or the silent ground, where all that and all that will be can be found. So, look within, Ambrose. Ambrose, look within. Then, in this stillness, in the simplest form of your trust and humble beneath the depth of this darkness, beneath a starless sky, you will find in the core of yourself all that is truly just, that life can sprout from even the deepest night, a tiny hope and a nascent, quiet light. See, this is me writing to myself when I was in the darkest place. Yes, it's the most poetic thing to do, maybe that side of the poem, but there's something I want us to take out of this all, right? Is the fact that, my friends, I want you to know that you are not alone, whatever you're going through. The bad business, the whatever it is that is troubling you, the family not being there for you, and all that, all that, everything that happened. But I'm not going to mince word. This is not the cliche that you have heard a million times. And I want you to know that this is me and you having a conversation. So this is not just that podcast that is out there for everybody. It's you that is listening, that is going through something, a darkness, and I am just talking to you. I know that you're in the dark place, and I just want to sit with you in this for a while. I know how hard and emotionally draining it is for me to do the same, to come to the place of dark with you. I can't pretend I know exactly how you feel, like really. I can't. What you describe to me, what you're passing through, what you're going through, the isolating experience, I know it's like being in a room with no window and no air, where everything is just thick and muffled up. I can only imagine the weight of that, how pressing it is down to your chest, how hard it is for you to breathe because she broke your heart, how hard it is for you to move on, even hard it is to even think, and how exhausting it is to fix your sleep. A sadness that tears can't even wash away. It is that weariness that seeps into your bone and makes the simplest of your tasks monumental. I know. Getting out of bed sometimes is a marathon for you. I know. And sometimes you shower. It's as if you just achieve a heroic feat. Trust me, I know. And when you even have the luxury of making a cup of tea, it feels like you just climbed the mountain. Trust me, I know. And please bear with me and know it feels okay. It is okay to feel this way. Please don't be ashamed about it. It is not the weakness or the failure of your character that brought you this, even if it is. It's just an illness, a storm that has settled over you. I don't want you to blame yourself for, sometimes having the fever of this broken bone. You should not blame yourself for this. The world has been telling us, just be happy. Look at the bright side. But those words can feel like a cruel joke sometimes, because your father, you loved him so much, and he's gone, and you never finished that conversation. Your mother, you wanted to finish the deal and bring her the best car there is, but you couldn't do that. So how do I tell you to look at the bright side when mama is not going to call you again? Or when your lovely sister who waved you goodbye was never to return? Yes, I know you're in that place. Your lovely sister who waved you goodbye was never to return. Yes, I know you're in that place. You are simply in a moment of survival. I don't know what to do, but what I want to do, and if you can help me at this moment, is to focus on just surviving. Just let's forget about thriving and succeeding for a moment, or even being happy for a while, right? Let's just sit at this bar at the lowest possible point, just getting through the next 5 minutes with me on this podcast. Then the 5 minutes after that, all we just need to do is to get through the next 5 minutes. And I plead with you to please go through it with me. right? If all we do today is just breathe, right? You have done enough. If you want to sit on the couch and just stare at the wall, you have done enough. The goal is not to conquer this darkness, but to simply endure it minute by minute until eventually the storm is gone. I want to talk about the physical side of this, and I know you might want to ignore it. The mind and the body are so deeply connected, right? The darkness can manifest in a physical way, a constant ache in your muscle, headache, which I know you're feeling right now, that won't go away. Even that knot in your stomach, it can make you lose appetite or crave comfort food, which you might just step out of the way for. Sometimes it disrupts your sleep, leaving you sometimes sleeping all day or not even sleeping at all. I don't understand what you're going through, but I just know this, right? You might feel disconnected with your own body, like you're watching yourself from a distance. If you can, try just one small physical thing. Just do it for me, okay? Maybe just go drink a glass of water right now, or standing up and stretching your body for a minute. Or maybe, if you can help me, just feel the texture of your blanket. This small act of presence, I know, is a bit grounding, but it can help. Another thing I want to address or talk to you about is the overwhelming feeling of a burden. I know your mind is probably telling you that you are a weight on people like me who decide to spend these few minutes with you, right? It's sometimes I'm whispering too much on your sadness, and you feel like your sadness is an inconvenience to the people around you because you can't talk to them, and you might want us all to disappear. Let me be clear and be sincere with you. They are lies. We want you. Those are cruel whispers of darkness, not the truth. The people love you. Your people love you. He loves you. He just happened to walk away, right? It is temporal. Your presence in the lives of those who you beam the light on is a delight, right? Please don't negate the value of this true gift you are to me and to your world. You're not a problem to be solved, and I'm not here to do that. You're a person to be loved, right? I want to help, and I know I can help entirely. I don't want you to put this burden of pain on yourself and hurt yourself deeply enough again. So please, don't isolate yourself. Even if you don't have the energy to talk, just say hi to that one more stranger, right? Please. But I can tell you that this feeling is not going to be forever. It's gone long time. But one thing is the immense overfeeling that eventually will become swift. Even if you can't see the swift coming, I want to remind you of your own strength. Yes, you, John, you, Jane, you, Justice, you, Mercy, you, Grace, you, Favor, you, Ambrose, whoever your name is, Andrew. I just want you to know, personally, calling your name, you are a surviving machine. You're a testament that you've lived up to this moment, and you're listening to this means you have strength. Yes, Emmanuel, I know you feel weak and broken right now, but your very, very strength is what has kept you afloat. When you get through this, you will look back and realize the immense power it took to simply just exist this time, right? If you can find one small anchor to hold on to, it doesn't have to be a big monumental thing. Maybe it's just a song you love. Maybe a pet that you need. Maybe it's a favorite tree around you. Maybe it's just a couple of drinks. Sometimes a small, tangible thing, right? Maybe you can also just connect with the world in the way you know how to connect. It might just give you a point of reference in this storm. Just a tiny island for you to rest on. And before I go, my dear friend, I want you to consider reaching out to a professional. Just have a talk, right? If you can. I know it can feel daunting or might be a bit expensive, right? But sometimes someone to talk to is like a guide in a terrain of darkness. They hold the map like and a flashlight. They can help you understand the landscape of your mind and sometimes give you a tool to navigate it. You don't have to do this alone, you know. I know you want to do it alone. You don't have to. I can help you find someone to talk to if you don't want to talk to me. Right? I'll make the call, I'll do the research, I'll do everything. But I need you. You don't have to carry this burden alone. Just know I'm here. You can call, text, show up at my door at any hour of the day. Even if you don't talk, we'll just sit there and just mop in silence. I will hold the space for you and your pain without judgment. The most important thing for you to do right now is just be alive for me. Just exist. That is enough. My love is not wavering. It's unwavering. And my support is forever. And I'm your truly friend. I'm your true dearest friend who knows where the dark places are because I've been there. I've done that. I'm still going through and I'm getting stronger by the day. Hey, I like that smile you brought out here. It's a reminder that you are even more powerful than I thought. So, this darkness will become your light. Can you just smile and say, the darkness is now my light, and it is a seed for a new beginning. I love you so much. It's your friend from Soul Matters, Ambrose. I'll see you again next time, okay? And I love you.